iHeart, get ready. Fantasy football is here. Welcome to the Scout Fantasy Show. ScoutFantasy.com is home to the Fantasy Football World Championships and the best players in the world. Real money winners giving their secrets to help you win. Now exclusively on iHeart. This is the Scout Fantasy Show with your host, the one, the only, Dr. Roto.
It's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards. Get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. All right, we will preview the Texans-Ravens Monday night battle in just a bit, but let's go over this week's games, the week in review, if you will. Hey, I told you Julio Jones, Roto. Willie and Walls and I on Saturday morning basically said he was like a pregnant woman ready to burst. 12 receptions, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns. Every year, Julio Jones gives you 1 or 2 games like this, and you have to be on those games. This is it. He loves the Buccaneers. There's nobody on the Buccaneers who matches up with him. Size, speed, strength. It's almost unfair. Literally, it's almost unfair. So Matt Ryan had 317 yards. Tevin Coleman had 2 touchdowns. He wasn't great. But when they were winning by so much, he got a lot of the football. He wasn't great, though. He was good. Like I said, he did have 2 touchdowns. Mohamed Sanu threw a touchdown pass to Julio Jones, 8 for 64 as well. I mean, you got 2 monsters. So the Falcons are playing at a very high level right now. For Tampa Bay, if you play Doug Martin, shame on you. He's poo. I'm telling you, drop him. Got a concussion. I never want to see this guy again. I'd rather play Peyton Barber or get a 0 than play Doug Martin in my lineup. That's how much I hate him. Seriously. Hate. All right, Mike Evans, 6 for 78. O.J. Howard, 3 for 52. Cameron Brate, not even playing anymore. I'm telling you. Out. He's out of the rotation. O.J. Howard in. Brate out. Philadelphia against Chicago. Philadelphia's got a really good run defense. I want to read you these numbers. Mitch Trubisky, 4 for 12. Jordan Howard, 7 for 6. Benny Cunningham, 1 for -1. And Tree Cohen, 2 for -11. 14 carries for 6 yards. Yikes. Yikes. But Philadelphia ran 33 carries for 176 yards. Blunt had 97. Wentz had 29. Clement had 27. Ajayi had 26. They just play well. And Carson Wentz, he's sneaky fast. He's not going to ever run for like 50, 60 yards like Cam Newton. But he'll get you 20 every game, get you 2 free points. It's a 2-point conversion. I benched Zach Ertz this week. I want to shoot myself. I'm so upset. I played Travis Kelce instead. I may never let that happen again. Here's a note to self. Note to self. Play the guy with the better quarterback. Don't worry about the matchup. Play the guy with the better quarterback. Alex Smith stinks. Carson Wentz, MVP. Play your MVP guy. Easy peasy. I told you Alshon Jeffrey, revenge narrative, right? 5 for 52 and a touchdown. Could have been more, but you did get the touchdown. Don't complain. Nothing else to speak of in this game. Buffalo, Kansas City. I just don't know where to begin. I just don't know where to begin. I think Alex Smith has to get benched. I think Andy Reid has to get fired. I think they have to figure something out in Kansas City because it is that bad. It is. Travis Kelce's open on almost like every play and he can't get the football. Every play you see him like waving his hands. Hello, pass it to me. They can't find him. Kareem Hunt hasn't found a hole to run through in months. Months. And Tyreek Hill's not getting the football enough. That the Bills, who've let up rushing yards, 614 yards, but they only let up 55 to the Chiefs. Either the Bills played great or the Chiefs suck. Now, here's my prediction. The Chiefs suck. Because I think New England's going to run it through the Bills over and over and over and over and over and over again. And when they stop, they're going to run it some more. Because that's what they do. So, Andy Reid, major, major problems in Kansas City. The big tomato. Time to be iced. All right, Zay Jones, by the way, got to give credit to my man Adam Ronis, who called in his bold prediction. Zay Jones playing well, had a touchdown. Tyrod Taylor is the quarterback for the rest of the way. Look, the Bills are scrappy. The Bills are in a playoff spot right now. I don't know if they're a playoff team, but they're making it right now. I was a little delusional this week. I thought there was a ray of hope that the Browns were going to win this game. Please. As I say to my children, child, please. Joe Mixon, 23 for 114 and a touchdown, 3 receptions for 51 yards. This is the guy I knew he was going to be. He's very good. Now, I think he could be even better, but they're slowly getting him involved in this offense. I'm really excited to see Joe Mixon next year. Next year, Joe Mixon might be a second-round pick. He's not a first-round pick, but he could be a second-round pick, and I'll be just fine with that. Isaiah Crowell, did all right, 95 yards rushing. Duke Johnson, 6 for 35, but only 4 catches. I thought he would have a few more. Corey Coleman, 3 for 64. Be interesting to see what happens when Josh Gordon gets there. A.J. Green, 5 for 66. McCourty's a very good cover guy. I told you that. Tyler Kroft scored the touchdown. We knew that was going to happen as well. The Browns, not very good against the tight end. Miami and New England. Man, Matt Moore does suck. There are times that he's so bad that I actually want Jay Cutler to play. And then when Jay Cutler plays, I'm like, oh, can I get Matt Moore playing? But Damian Williams is going to be out for a while with a shoulder injury, so Kenyon Drake is the man. But Jarvis Landry played well. Orange Julius Thomas. By the way, next week, Orange Julius Thomas in a revenge narrative against his old Denver Broncos. I would think Orange Julius finds the end zone. Just throwing it out there. Devontae Parker, man, he is just done. 1 for 5. Ugh. For New England, Dion Lewis, 112 yards rushing. Rex Burkhead, 50 yards rushing. Cooks, Gronkowski. Even Philip Dorsett did something. When Philip Dorsett does something, you know what you know? You know this game is over. That's what you know. Carolina against the Jets. I'm going to tell you something here. First of all, some notes from this game. 1, Robbie Anderson is real deal. Robbie Anderson's a legit number 1. I loved how he played yesterday. 2, Cam Newton is so inaccurate. But Christian McCaffrey has made Cam Newton look worse. Because McCaffrey's open every play. He's open every play and Cam can't find him. You know whose fault that is? Cam Newton. Everybody's like, oh, Carolina won. Cam, great job. He played like crap. Watch the film. He stinks. Funchess, open all day. Cam couldn't find him. They won this game in spite of Cam Newton. Cam's cheering. Yeah. Yeah, defensive touchdown, right? Punt return for a touchdown, defensive touchdown. They weren't winning without those 2 things. The Jets basically handed it to them. Shame on you, Jets. 4-7, at least you can get a high pick. Just lose out. Do me a favor. Jonathan Stewart, 15 carries, 26 yards. Yeesh. Now, I want to give a lot of props to Dr. Jess Flynn. She said that when you have a Jones fracture, sometimes you come back and you're not healthy. And Greg Olsen, he left that game quickly. But let me show you something here. Cam Newton had 11 completions in this game because he's so inaccurate, by the way. 11. 7 to Funchess, 2 McCaffrey. 1 to Dixon, 1 to Olsen. That's it, my friends. That's terrible. Russell Shepard, who? Russell Shepard, I hope I didn't spend my money on you in free agency because you're a dog with fleas. Speaking of dogs with fleas, T.Y. Hilton, 5 targets, 2 for 15. I'm so done with this guy. I'm so done. I'm done with Brissett. I'm done with this entire team outside of Jack Doyle. Just done. Done. For Tennessee, why do they make these games so tight? Mariota, 184 yards against the Colts. Really? Derrick Henry looked good. Why can't we give him the football more? Give him the football 20 times. Throw the ball more. I'm just so tired of this Titans team. This Titans team, you got to go to Indianapolis and beat the crap out of the Colts. 41-9. That's a game I want. 20-16 where you're winning in the 4th quarter? Come on, guys. Seriously. Delaney Walker looked good. That was a good start. I feel very sorry for C.J. Beathard, who played well but left the game with an injury. Sorry, not sorry. I was happy to see Jimmy Garoppolo in there. Yeah, I'm really happy to see Jimmy Garoppolo in there. Let's see what this dude can do. You're going to franchise tag him at like $25 million. Can we see what he can do? I'd like to see it. Who else wants to see it? Raise your hands. I see everybody's hand up. I want to see Jimmy Garoppolo. I want to see him with Hyde. I want to see him with Goodwin. I want to see him with Taylor. I want to see him with Kittle. I want to see what it looks like. I think it might look pretty good. Russell Wilson had a bad day for him. 228 yards, 2 touchdowns, ran one in. Thank you for running one in, by the way. Paul Richardson, 4 for 70. Dougie Baldwin. Where is Dougie Baldwin? 2 for 25. Sometimes football just confounds you. You're like, this is a Baldwin week. No, it wasn't. The Denver Broncos are just bad. That's all I have to say. They're just bad. The quarterback situation there is absolutely unwatchable. Paxton Lynch, 9 for 14 for 41 yards. That's what it's come down to. I mean, Talib getting kicked out of a game, fighting with Michael Crabtree. It's just unacceptable. This team needs, I don't know whether it's a better coach, better quarterback. I don't know what it is, but I think there's issues here. Paxton Lynch is a bum. When Trevor Siemian looks good, that's when you know how bad your quarterback is. For Oakland, I mean, they didn't have Crabtree, and then Amari Cooper took a shot. Who knows who's going to be the receivers there next week? Cordell Patterson? Johnny Holton? Seth Roberts? I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused. Have to see that. By the way, nothing more confusing than Demaryius Thomas, 5 for 18, Emmanuel Sanders, 3 for 12. You drafted those guys in August. You're like, oh, I love my team. Psh, I don't think so. I don't think you love it. All right, Arizona and Jacksonville. I can tell you why Jacksonville lost this game. I'll give you 2 numbers, 62-25. Blake Bortles, 62 yards rushing. Leonard Fournette, 25. There you go. That's why you lost. When your quarterback runs for more than your number 1 running back, you lose. You lose. And when Marquise Lee gets 1 reception for 13 yards, you lose. Thank you for playing. For Arizona, who is Ricky Seals-Jones and why is he not on all my teams? 4 for 72 and a touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald killing me. 3 for 12. I guess that was to be expected, but I had to play him in one of my leagues. I mean, really, I had to play him 3 for 12. I mean, 4.2 points. Killing me, Larry. Hopefully he'll get better. Adrian Peterson, 79 yards rushing. Blaine Gabbert with the win. Blaine Gabbert should be the quarterback there. Who needs Drew Stanton when you have Blaine Gabbert? New Orleans and the Rams, did I not tell you Jared Goff was the man this week? I know I did. I know in my hot takes I told you Jared Goff, 354 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. I know I told you Cooper Kupp. If you stack the crap out of this game, you're probably my rich friend now. I said Goff, Gurley, Kupp, Kamara, Thomas, boom, boom, boom. Hopefully you had it, and hopefully you're my rich friend. When Drew Brees doesn't play better, they're not winning. And he doesn't play as well on the road. He's got to throw the ball more. I know they want to run it, but I don't know. It just seemed like Brees did not look like himself yesterday. But Sammy Watkins, Roto, 4 for 82 and a touchdown. He looked pretty darn good. Happy to see that. Pittsburgh. Don't tell me Ben Roethlisberger's doing anything wrong. I have no problem with Ben Roethlisberger. Antonio Brown's uncoverable, and Le'Veon Bell had 12 receptions. Can I just say this? I need to go on record. There was one draft where I had the 2nd pick in the draft, and I got cute, and I took Kareem Hunt instead of Le'Veon Bell. I was wrong. If I had Bell right now, my team would be first place dominating the league. Dominating. Me and my man, the medic Bill. Bill, we should have taken. Now, I know it was a good hunch. Hunt played well week 1. He played well. But Bell is the better player. Bell is the better player. Go with the better player. I try to be too cute. And, look, Bill and I watched the game on Thursday night, the first game of the season. Hunt looked fantastic. But the truth is, Bell's a better player. Bell, Brown, Bryant, Ben Roethlisberger. BBBBB. They look awesome. And the Juju. By the way, Jesse James had one of the worst drops I've ever seen in that game. For Green Bay, Brett Hundley played very well. Let's not make him Aaron Rodgers. Easy there, Chris Collinsworth. Jamal Williams looked excellent too. Let's not make him a star yet. Devontae Adams is the guy to own. Jordy Nelson is awful. Devontae Adams, 5 for 82 and a touchdown. He's the guy that Brett Hundley goes to. It's as simple as that. He's the guy Brett Hundley goes to. Okay, in tonight's games, guys, this is very, very simple. The Texans don't let up rushing touchdowns. For the Ravens to win, they will have to air it out. Flacco to Woodhead. Flacco to Macklin. Flacco to Wallace, Flacco to Ben Watson. That's how they're going to win this game if they're going to win it. I do think they will win this game. I like Flacco for about 250 yards and a couple of touchdowns. I like Macklin to score. I think Woodhead scores. I think Justin Tucker has a good night. For Houston, I'll tell you this. The Ravens are very good against number one receivers. So I don't know where the points are coming tonight for the Texans. I don't see it. Normally I can see the points. Hopkins is going to struggle. Fuller is out. Ellington may struggle. Fedorowicz is good, but can they get him involved enough? Maybe this is a Fedorowicz night. Maybe we're going to have to see what Lamar Miller can do. I think the Ravens win this game. They're a better team. And the Texans' pass defense is terrible. Terrible. That's how bad it is. Terrible. Okay. If you go to scoutdfs.com and you enter Cyber40, you get 40% off what we're doing at scoutdfs.com. And the best part is you can lock in that rate. You can lock in that rate month to month in perpetuity. Get the discount. Cyber40. Cyber40 on scoutdfs.com. Take advantage of what we have. Use our optimizers. Use our scout scores. Be a winner in daily fantasy sports. Everybody loves a winner. Everybody loves winning. All right, guys. Time now to put away the insurance cards, put away the copay. The office is closed, my friends. I'm back tomorrow mining the box scores for Fantasy Gold. We have one more week to get into the fantasy playoffs. Are we going to do it? You bet we're going to do it, and I'm going to help you do it. This is Dr. Roto saying be well, take care.
Thanks for listening to the Scout Fantasy Show. There's never been a better time to join the Scout Army. Visit scoutfantasy.com. Use the promo ROTO for 2 months free. And don't forget, fantasy players, please thumbs up the podcast on the iHeart app. See you next time. Go Scouts!